Hi everybody, this is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobot1987. This is my review for today, and today's review, ladies and dudes, well, my friends, it's that biggest moment that everybody has been waiting for from the last few months ago. And finally, ladies and dudes, I'm finally gonna do it. I'm gonna do my top 5 most forgotten, unknown questions of all time. And like I said, there are so many unknown questions to be found from movies, TV show, anime, musicals, you name it. There's a lot of unknown questions to be found. If you guys saw all 5 of my parts of my unknown questions videos. And also, I want to give a quick shout out to my best friend Alex, the guy who does movie questions answered. And I really want to thank him for adding a couple of my unknown questions in his videos. So thank you, Alex, for putting a few of my unknown questions in your videos. And I really do appreciate all your hard work for this wonderful show that you've done. And I'm glad that you and I have something in common for finding so many good unknown questions to be found in films. So, thank you, buddy. And you are the man. And now, ladies and dudes, it is time for the most important moment of all. Here is my top 5 most forgotten, unknown questions of all time. So let's get started at number 5. And number 5 is gonna be let's say one of the movie questions that Alex did not use yet for his movie questions answered. And it's coming from Terminator 2 Judgment Day. So for number 5 is, how did the Terminator turn out to be a good guy in Terminator 2? Now the reason why I really want to say that is, there is one big unknown question I would like to know about. How did the Terminator turn out to be a good guy in the first place? After all, he became a bad guy in the first movie. I wonder if these scientists, whatever, create so many Terminators that evolved, evil plans to conquer the world and all that stuff, and they made a mistake or something, so they need to think of something to make a Terminator good. Try to do rightful things and try to protect human beings or whatever. Something I would like to know. I did see Terminator 2. I only seen it, parts here and there. I remember the end and all that stuff, but I'm not much of a Terminator fan, for the movie saga, I guess. So anyway, how did the Terminator turn out to be a good guy in Terminator 2? And it deserves to be at number 5. Okay, for number 4, it goes to a music video unknown question. And this one involves one of my most favorite music videos of all time from Matchbox 20, back when they're normal and good, with the 5th member in it. And they left the most biggest unknown question of all from one of the most darkest music videos of all time. So anyway, for number 4 is, did Adam Gaynor die in the Bent video? Now the reason why I want to say that is, if you remember in the beginning of Bent, you will see Adam Gaynor driving back and forth, where he was driving too fast, and I don't know who the heck who's after him. Did he steal something or whatnot? And somehow he got bumped into Rob, and he hit himself along with the car and in a metal fence. And we never seen a part if Adam Gaynor did open up the door and see if he's okay and all that stuff. So the biggest unknown question is, did he really die in that video? Just in that video. It's really hard to know, and they just left it as an unknown question, even to this day. So, For number 4 is, did Adam Gamer really die in the video? And to tell you the truth is, I was about to put it in my unknown questions part 3, but I can't find a good picture of it, to tell you the truth. And now let's head on to number 3. And number 3 is gonna be a very awkward one. And this, for number 3, will be the most awkward thing of all. So for number 3 is, there are so many unknown questions that involves the Phantom of the Opera or Love Never Dies. And to tell you the truth, this is a whole lot of unknown questions to be found from Andrew Lloyd Webber's most epic work in so many years. Well, to tell you the truth is, I rather prefer Love Never Dies better than the Phantom of the Opera, because I think Love Never Dies had a way better storyline and way more understanding for the plot than the Phantom of the Opera. But like I said, I do have some mixed feelings for the Phantom of the Opera, the Broadway show, but the movie rocks. So, like I said, there's a lot of unknown questions to be found, but I will tell you only 3 unknown things that I did found for Phantom of the Opera and Love Never Dies. Okay, for the first 2 unknown questions that came from the original Broadway show of the Phantom of the Opera. And these first 2 unknown questions are, number 1, what do you think of the Phantom when he's dressing up as a Grim Reaper without his weapon in his hand? I mean, I do like the part where the Phantom did dress up as a Grim Reaper. So he's trying to disguise himself so nobody will know who he is or why is he hiding in the hood. All he cares about is trying to go after Christine in the show. And the second unknown question is, there was a part where the Phantom was giving Christine that golden cup. I don't know what's inside there. Is it water or wine? I think it might be wine. So, another unknown question is, did the Phantom just trying to make Christine drunk? I mean, seriously, I remember she drank the whole thing. And I'm not sure if she is really drunk or if she may be drinking water. I don't know what's the story for the no point return scene. It doesn't make any sense to me. So, if you guys can leave a comment there, let me know about, is Christine really drunk or something? I can't tell. And for the third unknown question is it just me, or Ben Lewis is the only Phantom who had never wore a tuxedo? Now the reason why I want to ask you this unknown question is, I remember when you watch so many Phantom of the Operas and a few Love Never Die videos, you will see a Phantom who always wear a tuxedo. But as for Ben Lewis, he was the only Phantom who never wore a tuxedo. He just wore his normal suit from start to finish. And, I'm not sure who planned to make up an idea that the Phantom should not wear a tuxedo at all. Maybe it's the producers or the costume designers. I think they made a discussion with Andrew Lloyd Webber and asked them, is there a way that the Phantom cannot wear a tuxedo and, you know, leave him in that normal suit that he's wearing right now? I guess maybe they had a discussion or whatever. I don't know what's the story, but they just decided to leave Ben Lewis wearing that suit that he's wearing right now all the way to the show, I guess. So to tell you the truth, ladies and dudes, there's a lot of unknown questions that involves the Phantom of the Opera, Love Never Dies. And let's just say it deserves to be at number 3. Okay, for number 2 goes to the unknown question for one of the most popular anime of all time, Dragon Ball Z. And there's this one unknown question that did leave as a plot hole. And sadly, for number 2 is, Vegeta's end mark go? After when he sacrificed his life to stop Majin Buu for destroying the world, I guess. As you may know, we finally see Vegeta at the afterlife at the lookout. You can't find his end mark anywhere in his head. And, I'm not sure what the author was thinking back in that time. They never fully explained of how will Vegeta's end mark on his forehead will disappear forever after he got controlled by Bobbity. So yeah, that is one big plot hole I just found from Dragon Ball Z. But hey, it's still a good show, for goodness sakes. So, to cut this short, I decided to choose where did Vegeta's end mark go deserves to be at number 2. And let's wrap up for the number 1 most forgotten unknown question of all time. And this one will be the most awkward thing of all. And it's coming from one of our favorite members of the Backstreet Boys, the guy who's the most strongest point of all. So for number 1 is, what do you think of Kevin's skirt in the Men Strikes Back concert? If you remember back at 2000, there was going to be a concert about when so many musical men who are going to take over the stage. We got Sting, we got Tom Jones, I forgot the, I got Enrique Iglesias, I forgot the other dudes' names. But anyway, yeah, there was a concert called Men Strikes Back, and the Backstreet Boys are finally going to be in there for the very first time in a VH1 show, I guess. And to tell you the truth is, we were frickin' surprised to see Kevin wearing a skirt in public. When the boys, and Sting were singing Don't Stand So Close to Me, it was kind of surprising and kind of shocking to see. But I was wondering to myself, where did Kevin got that skirt? Did he bought it somewhere, or maybe borrowed it from his mother, or he got it from his fiancée before he married her, I guess. So, yeah, where did that skirt come from? I never seen a skirt like that. But anyway, it really did work to the show, and he looks kind of sexy in there. Maybe it's his fashion, his cup of tea, I guess. So, to cut this short, what do you think of Kevin's skirt in the Men Strikes Back concert deserves to be the number 1 most forgotten unknown question of all time? And there you go, ladies and dudes. That is my top 5 most forgotten unknown questions of all time. I hope you enjoyed this list, and please tell me what kind of unknown questions that you can find from all the things that you enjoyed from your childhood to adulthood. I don't care if it's movies, anime, TV shows, Broadway, music videos, whatever. Just find some good unknown questions that are kind of unknown to you. So leave a comment there and just let me know. And join me next time for my next top 5 list of the top 5 most strongest points of Ramin Karamu. So be prepared for that one, and I will see you all later. Sayonara!